Justin, thank you for taking a quick break before your games today. As I say, I've been writing an article about the Pro Tour and kind of telling the fans how these floor tournaments work. But, you know, looking at your results for the last half a year, really, you're becoming the man to feel on the floor. You know, how do you feel about that now?
It's great, Chris. You've got to prepare right for these events. It's a different environment than the TV events, obviously. And I feel I've learned how to play on the floor now. So next couple of years, hopefully I'll learn how to take that from the floor onto the TV. Exactly,
because it's quite different, isn't it? When you first turned up at your first floor tournament, did you ever think you'd be kind of heading the rankings list this quickly?
Well, my first floor tournament was in Blackpool, the Bobby Bourne Memorial, and I had a 6-0 tonking from Mr. Mardle, and that is the only time ever I've been smashed 6-0. So hopefully it doesn't happen, but you never know with the calibre of the players on the floor. You just never know.
Exactly, 'cause I was going to say, well, this is like a room full of 128, really talented players out there. It can't be easy to keep concentration because it's a long day. So why do you think you're kind of so consistent and been so consistent recently?
Well, I mean, I keep myself fit. I run every day. I drink plenty of water. I think that helps throughout the day. If you keep fit and you just drink the water, keep the brain nice and moist, I think you should be okay.
I mean, you're saying about the preparation. What's your kind of standard weekend? How do you kind of prepare? Do you have a kind of routine that you go through, and then after a day's play, do you kind of wind down in the same way?
Yeah, I mean, I like to be at the venue for 9 o'clock. It takes a good hour just to loosen up. I have a good hour on the dartboard with Adrian Gray or Mandy Ralph. We have a really good practice routine. And then just relax a little bit, just keep the arm nice and loose, and in between games throughout the day, if I'm lucky enough to press on and make the last 16, last 8, just keep loose and just keep throwing, really. Brilliant.
And you obviously had a great year last year on the floor, and getting into all the TV events. Do you think that's put some more pressure on you now? Your name is known. So do you think there's a bit more pressure on you to perform well?
No, it doesn't worry me. It doesn't worry me. I take each day and each game as it comes. I never look at. I look at one game on the draw on the floor. I don't look who's below me. I'm not worried. I just take each day as it comes, and I don't take the form for granted. I think if you take it for granted, you ease off of preparation, and I won't do that.
I know when I first kind of got to know you, you were kind of lesser known to a lot of the players, but now I talk to loads of players, and when they sit drawn against you, I can actually see them growing because you're a player they just don't want to play on the floor. It's quite obvious now.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it, I think, is my deliberate style. But saying that, I mean, there's no point moaning. You just got to get on with it and play because half the battle is won, if you like, if they start thinking, God, he's slow or whatever. And I'm not majorly slow, but I mean, yeah, I am slower than most, but it's all head strength.
Exactly. And one thing I've been asking all the players about, a couple of questions, because one of them, I've heard it discussed before, because you say that there's such a difference between playing here in a controlled kind of quieter environment, and once you get on that stage in front of all the crowds. I know in Europe they have a kind of stage for some of the kind of games. Do you think having a kind of controlled audience at the Pro Tour, maybe with a bit of noise, would actually help new players, especially prepare for the telly?
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to playing in the European Championships. I think it's 4 or 5 this year. I'm looking forward to that. I mean, because that's going to be a different level again, if you like. It's almost going to be like a non-TV event. So that should be good and a very good experience. So hopefully do well on that.
Yeah. And the other thing I've been just asking all the players about is the volunteer markers, because I'm hoping to let people know about that scheme. What do you think about those guys travelling here and usually under their own kind of steam and money to mark here?
I think it's terrible. No, I think it's absolutely fantastic, and they do a great job. They really do, and I think every player really appreciates what they do. It kind of takes away your self-disciplining, if you like, when you lose. You know, to stay a mark is your punishment. You know, I don't miss it, but it takes that little bit away from you. But you know, sometimes you lose and you think, God, how did I lose that? And you're not fit to mark because you're just thinking about it all the time. And that, you know, so to have that pressure removed, and those guys, they're fantastic. They stand up on their feet 4 or 5 hours, you know, non-stop. It's great. It really, really is brilliant.
So I'd like to thank you and wish you good luck for today. Hope it's a good result. Maybe watch you in the final.
Fingers crossed.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.